On Worldsport now, fresh from his first stage win of the season at the Tour of Catalonia, cycling sprint king Mark Cavendish.
Hi, I'm Mark Cavendish. I ride for Team HTC Columbia, and I'm the winner of 6 stages of the Tour de France in 2009. I started cycling like every kid does when I'm young, and I actually started racing because I heard there was a race close by and I loved to be on my bike, so it made sense to go and race it. I wasn't particularly good at first, but you know, when I got a decent bike, I was able to compete. My earliest competitive memory was the first bike race I ever did on a BMX against people on road bikes and mountain bikes. I was actually last, but I pleaded to my mum, you know, if I had a bike like the others, I could compete with them. I got a mountain bike for my birthday, and a week later I was winning. I was straight to first from last. I was never really inspired as a child by other cyclists. It sounds strange, but one guy I did admire was the Belgian Johan Museeuw, who now, coincidentally, his son watches me and aspires to be like me, so it's quite a good thing. My proudest achievement is winning my first ever stage of the Tour de France in 2008. It's something that every cyclist dreams of, whether they know about the sport or whether they don't know about the sport. To win a stage of the Tour de France, the first one, is always going to be something that sticks in my mind. The hardest thing about my sport is the constant time away from home. You race over 100 days a year, but you're away from home for about 200 days a year. So you're on your bike every day, but when you're at home and you can go back to your own comforts, to your family, then that's a nice thing. But you know, it's a life on the road, and that can be tiring sometimes. The best thing about my sport and the best thing about any sport is the sense of winning. The feeling you get when you win is incredible. You know, all the time, all the effort, all the dedication you put in to come out in a success, it's incredibly rewarding. If I wasn't a cyclist, I'd be trying to be a cyclist, because cycling's all I ever wanted to do. When I retire, I want to be known as just the name Mark Cavendish. When my name's mentioned, everybody links me to cycling and big achievements.